morning and happy Saturday. It is the 4th of December today. Happy Vlogmas Day 3? What Vlogmas Day is it? I'm so sorry. Oh no, it's Vlogmas Day 5. It's just the next day, isn't it? And I had a English breakfast tea in my tea advent calendar this morning, and behind tea door number 4 was at this time of year breakfast should be as special as the tea is here. I agree. So I have made myself a lovely big cup of tea. There you go, Laura. Colour option there for you. This is my Christmas mug, which I bring out every year. It's Ray Dunn. I love Ray Dunn mugs. And that's the only Christmas mug I own, I think, which is probably, it needs to be rectified. I feel like I need some more Christmas mugs in my life. I don't know what's going on with my chin or why it's red. I definitely need a shower. I had a really good sleep. So I did end up eating 2 mince pies after I finished yesterday's day. So I'm just going to update you all on what I actually finished off the day on. So I finished on 1,592. So it was 192 calories over my goal. But there we go. Really fancied 2 mince pies as the evening progressed, and I had them. So today is another pretty busy day. I've got a bit of work stuff to do, videos to edit, helping Jim take some photos of some furniture, a bit of tidying, all that kind of stuff. I've got no idea when we're gonna venture out for our Christmas tree. Hopefully in the next couple of days, because I'm very eager to get the house all decorated for Christmas. Jim is scavenging for breakfast. We're going to have avocado and egg in some kind of format. I'm not sure yet what kind, but he's out to get that. But when he gets back, I'll be making breakfast. But I'm gonna go and drink my tea and start editing today's video. Tidying for the last sort of like hour, and then before that I was doing work. Oh, got something in my hair. But I am now just going to make myself a cup of tea. I've decided to have the pucker piece, which is a serene blend of hemp, spearmint and ashwagandha. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'll just show you just in case I'm not, so you've got some idea of what I'm talking about. And then I am going to be doing some work for the next sort of couple of hours. I've got a little bit of like emails and messages and admin stuff to catch up on for the tattoo shop, which I would like to sort of like dedicate a good majority of time to. So yeah, I'm just gonna make my cup of tea and I'll be doing that for the next few hours. So it is 20 past 3 and I've just finished doing my emails and admin work, and I'm a bit peckish, so I'm going to make myself, I guess, a late lunch maybe, and I'm going to be making one of the pizza omelettes, which I'm a bit obsessed with at the moment. And I thought I'd give you like kind of a step-by-step on how to make it. So first of all, you want to weigh out your amount of cheese that you're going to be having. I quite like cheese and I want it to be quite a cheesy pizza omelette, so I am going for 30 grams of mixed cheddar. Next up, you want to whisk up 2 eggs and make sure that they're really nicely whisked together. You want it to be a really good consistency and the yolk and the egg white completely mixed up. Before I start cooking, I like to get all the ingredients and things that I'm going to need at the side of my hob ready and waiting. Omelettes cook super quick, so you don't want to be sort of wasting time looking for things. So if they're there, ready and waiting, you're good to go. So I'm using a non-stick pan to cook my omelette. I do spray 5 spritzes of extra virgin olive oil in there just to help it move around in the pan, because you're going to want to flip it over and you just don't want it sticking to the bottom. So 2 crucial utensils, in my opinion, are a sort of like large spatula that is flexible and plastic, and I also have a flexible rubber mixing spoon. These are going to help you turn over your omelette. So let's get cooking. First of all, you just need to apply your mixed egg into the frying pan. As it's cooking, just try and make sure that you move the egg around to make sure that you've got an even omelette. You don't want it to be too thick in some places and thinner in others, because when you come to sort of flip it over, that's gonna encourage it to break up into pieces. I like to go around the edges with my mixing spoon just to sort of stop it sticking from around the sides. Once it's kind of formed its shape, I then turn the heat down just slightly to stop it burning on the bottom, because you do want to continue cooking a little bit, just so that it can form its shape a little bit more, but you don't want it to burn, especially not because you'll be flipping it over and cooking on the underside. So just let that cook for a few seconds longer. So what I'll start to do, if you tear it a little bit, it's okay. Just try not to create any major tears that go like sort of all the way through. But I like to try and get the rubber spoon underneath just to sort of like encourage it not to stick. And then one of the best things I've found is if you just give your pan a little shake, you'll start to notice if there's any sort of like areas which are thinner and likely to break. So this is the point where I'll go in with the bigger spatula and just sort of like encourage it to move. At this stage, this is what your omelette should look like, and it should be sort of like moving around the pan nicely. If you move the pan side to side, it shouldn't be stuck to the bottom. So now we're going to do the flip. So I go in with the bigger spatula, get it all the way underneath, and then just do one quick sweep motion and flip it over. As you can see, the omelette is cooked on this side, and if you just give it a little shake to encourage it to not stick on the bottom, that's the hardest bit of the omelette done. So now I'm going to add my tomato puree. If you're not a fan of tomato puree, you could add some garlic puree. You just basically want something that will sort of give it a nice texture and flavour. Obviously, because I am trying to mimic a pizza, tomato puree works really well at doing that. So I've just got a butter knife, which I'm going to use to spread the tomato puree around the omelette. At this stage, you do really want to keep your heat quite low just while you're getting the toppings and things on. The omelette is actually cooked at this stage. We're just now warming up the things that you have chosen to top it with, and feel free to put on, you know, ham and pineapple if you're a fan of ham and pineapple pizzas, or other kinds of meat, or other kinds of cheeses, maybe mozzarella, ham, that kind of thing. So once you have covered your omelette with the tomato puree, it's now time to add on the cheese. So I'm going for like a mixed cheese on my omelette, but feel free to use whatever cheese is your preference. I'm also at this stage going to add in some Italian style tomato and herb seasoning. And then just a mix of other Italian seasonings that I just think are delicious on pizzas. You then just want to wait until the omelette's cheese is melted to your desired consistency, and then serve. I've just added a couple of fresh basil leaves to finish, but there we have it, our very own pizza omelette. It's now 7:30, so it's much later on, and Joe has gone back to his mum's, and myself and Jim, well, Jim actually said he would really like to have sort of like kind of like a picky tea type thing. So things like stuffed peppers. What else have we got? We're gonna like cut up a load of vegetables. So we have some actual peppers. We've got some asparagus, which I think we're going to cook. We've got some olives, some grapes, and we have like a camembert. Ah, Flossie wants a sausage. Surprise, surprise. We have a camembert in the oven, which we're gonna bake. Here you go. Look. Oh, sorry, sweetheart. Where's he gone? There it is. What else did we get? We also got some. These are, I think, I can't say I've seen these in my come-up before, but they're just seasoned potato wedgies, which we're going to share. We hit unlucky at the reduced section. So there was avocados, a pack of avocados reduced to 41p. There should be £2.85. 41p, and they actually they're organic ones, and they're not even ripe. They're ripening at home. They're still like rock solid, so that's obviously fine. I also got a bunch of bananas for 20p, which I really like bananas when they're a little bit overly ripe anyway. We've got some sun-dried tomatoes, yummy, some hummus. Jim really likes these sausages, and they're usually really expensive, so usually £4 a pack, but you got them for 80p. We got some of these breadsticks. So there's a whole bunch of stuff, and then I also spotted this, and I just couldn't resist trying it. This is a lot of food, and there's no way that we're going to consume like everything, and I actually feel quite full, so it's probably just going to be a little try of each thing. But I think I kind of don't want to. I kind of want to have like an off-track dinner, maybe, or like not count the calories of it. You know what? Screw that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just go through everything, scan it, and just put a little bit of everything in. We're also gonna share some wine, some red wine. This is one of my favorite red wine brands. It's the, I can never pronounce it. It's a Rioja anyway, this brand Rioja. And then Jim said that he was recommended the Signal Post. It's a South African wine. So yeah, we're going to share a few glasses of wine and just have a nice night in front of the telly. We've both had a ridiculously busy week, so it's nice just to wind down a little bit this evening, put on the fire, put on some comfy PJs, and have a little bit of a nice little buffet, I suppose. Right, I'm gonna go and just try and input the calories as accurately as possible. Completely forgot that these were at the bottom of the bag, but it's the Saurine raspberry and white chocolate mini loaves. They are 99 calories per loaf, and they're like individually wrapped, which is good. Laura has said really good things about these, and I've been desperate to try them for a while. Spotted them in the co-op and did a little bit of a whoopie whoop. So yeah, very excited to try them. So I had 700 calories to work with, which wasn't too bad. So I've put everything in, and my dinner is coming up to 400. I've put in 3 large glasses of the red wine, which is 234 calories, and I've put in 4 segments of my, what is it, Aero chocolate orange, Aero orange flavour, I don't know, which is 77 calories. So far I'm only 11 calories over my my goal of 1,400, which isn't too bad. But we'll just see. We'll see if I decide to have any more of anything, and I will update it as the evening goes on. But I don't think that's too bad for a few picky things. Like I said, I don't feel mega hungry, so I think just a little bit of a couple of things will be plentiful. But yeah, gonna go and start preparing everything, and then hopefully get all cozy and comfy. Hey guys, I'm actually coming from the next day. I'm currently editing yesterday's video, and I didn't film an outro because I fell asleep on the sofa. We had some food and a couple of glasses of wine. We watched the new James Bond film, and I just fell asleep towards the end of the film and didn't film, so I thought I would film the outro now and just let you know that I did end up only having 3 glasses of wine. I barely had any of the sort of like little buffet thing. I had quite a few celery sticks dipped into camembert. I had half of the potato wedges like I'd input, but I didn't really have much of anything else. I had a couple of olives, maybe like 2 sun-dried tomatoes, and maybe like 2 breadsticks, but I really didn't have much at all. But I did end up having 8 pieces of the orange Aero chocolate. It was so yummy. But I did update my diary to say that, so I ended up having 1,488 calories. So yeah, I just thought I would, oh, that's very bright and you can't really see. But I just, yeah, thought I would come on and let you all know that I had a lovely evening. It wasn't overindulgent, and to be fair, 88 calories over my goal is, I'm okay with that. So I really hope that you have enjoyed Vlogmas Day 5. If you did, please give it a thumbs up because it really makes me smile. If you haven't done so already, hit subscribe for some happy vibes sent your way. And until the next video, stay happy, healthy and well. Bye guys.